I've helped over 1,500 entrepreneurs secure more than $90 million in business funding. But here's a secret the banks won't tell you. Getting the money is actually the easy part. The real challenge is knowing what to do once you have it. The single biggest mistake that separates struggling entrepreneurs from wealthy ones is how they spend that first round of funding. You've just been approved for, let's say, $50,000 in funding, maybe even more in business credit, and it feels incredible, but it's also extremely dangerous. Most entrepreneurs rush to spend it on fancy office, flashy marketing, or unnecessary software, or way too many employees. 6 months later, they're back to zero, buried in debt with nothing to show for it. Funding without a plan is just debt, but funding with a plan is capital. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact playbook on how to deploy that new capital for the highest possible return on investment. We're going to rank different spending strategies in a tier list, from the worst ways to do it, cash burning mistakes, to the S tier investments that create unstoppable momentum and long-term wealth. And by the end of this video, you're going to see your funding in a completely different way. If you're new to the channel, my name is Colin and I read Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was just 13 years old, and I became obsessed with credit, finance, and investing. Even followed in Robert Kiyosaki's footsteps and enlisted in the Marine Corps at 18 years old, where I saw firsthand what his book warned about. No one teaches financial education in school. The Marines around me were defaulting on cars and credit cards, so I got certified in credit repair to help them. And fast forward to today, I run an 8-figure credit repair and fund business, and I make these videos to help you fix first, fund second, and invest third in that order. All right, let's rank these strategies from worst to best. First up is the F tier, guaranteed to burn your cash, unnecessary overhead, and looking the part. This is the most common and fatal mistake, confusing business activity with business progress. New entrepreneurs feel pressure to look successful, so they spend funding on things that have zero immediate ROI. I've seen a client get $75K in funding and immediately sign a 2-year lease on a downtown office for $5K a month. They bought furniture, a fancy espresso machine, and a custom branded swag. And within 5 months, more than half their capital was gone. A few clients trickled in, but the rent crushed them. They were playing business instead of building one instead. Your initial funding is your lifeline. Guard it fiercely. Work from home. Use your existing phone. A professional Gmail is perfectly fine. Follow the good enough principle. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. You can upgrade after you have consistent, predictable cash flow and success. Listen, guys, if you've been doing this for years and you just want my team to handle the business funding or the credit repair for you, build a custom plan, link for credit repair and business funding are in the pinned comment and the description below. We'll offer you a free consultation and help you with all of your goals. So avoid these cash burning vanity traps the moment you get funded. Let's move to the next one. D tier. Seductive but low ROI traps. Hiring a full service marketing agency or full-time employees too early. You have funding and want clients, so you hire experts to do it for you. The problem is you're outsourcing a core business competency before you even understand and master it yourself. I've done it. I hired an agency when I first started out for over $6,000 a month. They gave me slick reports and all this jargon, but the leads were weak and the costs were unsustainable. And I burned right through all the savings with nothing to show for it because I didn't know how to direct them. Here's what to do instead. Learn first, then delegate. As the founder, you must understand marketing and sales fundamentals. Hire freelancers for specific, measurable tasks instead of full-time employees. Keep costs low while you're learning the ropes. And remember, in the beginning, no one will sell your offer with your conviction. Okay, so we're not wasting money on vanity or outsourcing our brain. Next up is C tier, the safe plays that don't really move the needle, investing in tools, softwares, and certifications. This one feels productive. You're buying the tools of the trade, but your education and software can become procrastination. You end up getting ready to get ready instead of taking action. It's like a carpenter buying the most expensive tools, but never buying wood to build anything or actually getting the jobs done. Here's the fix. Follow just-in-time learning. Don't buy a course or a tool until you have immediate use for it. Use things as you need them. Use free trials, spend 20% of your time learning, but 80% implementing. Your first clients will teach you more than any freaking course. And when you do invest in education, make sure it's a pay-for-speed investment, something that helps you get results faster, not just feel smarter. Now let's move to A tier, the high leverage growth accelerators, paid advertising and performance-based marketing. Once you've learned sales and closed a few clients yourself, you need to scale. You can't be everywhere at once. Paid advertising creates a predictable system to generate leads. You validated your offer, now you can build the machine. Now, before you spend $1, know your numbers. Know your cost to acquire a customer and their lifetime value. If it costs you $100 to acquire a customer who pays you $1,000, now you've got a winning formula, 10x ROI on ad spend, and you can scale that up. Start small, test with $500 to $1,000, and experiment with different platforms and audiences until you find what works. Then you scale. Focus on one channel. Don't spread yourself thin across TikTok, Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Master one, then expand. I've spent millions of dollars on Facebook ads, and we've gotten tens of millions of dollars in returns. Paid ads are one of the best ways to grow when you've already got a proven concept. Now let's move to the final tier, the S tier, the empire building plays, acquiring cash flowing assets. The wealthiest people in the world don't start from scratch. They buy existing profitable assets. This is how you make your dream of passive income a reality. For example, a good friend of mine used his credit knowledge to secure an SBA loan and buy a profitable company with almost no money down. He didn't build from zero. He bought cash flow and then he improved it. And here's how you can do it. Use the M&A trifecta. You can get an SBA loan for most of the purchase price, business funding for the down payment, and even seller financing to make up the rest. You don't need money to start. You just need the right profile and the right strategy. And the same applies to real estate. Use your business funding as a down payment on a property. Let the bank and your tenants pay down your asset while you're building equity and cash flow. Shift your mindset from an operator to an investor. Your funding isn't to fund lifestyle, it's for buying cash flow. Remember, fix first, fund second, and invest third in that order. So knowing how to spend your funding is only one piece of the puzzle. What matters even more is setting up your credit profile correctly so you can access that level of funding in the first place, guys. Watch this next video where I'm going to show you how to build a fundable profile that can unlock 50 to 150K plus in funding or even more. As always, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Links for credit repair and business funding are in the pinned comment and the description below. It's Credit with Colin. I'll see you guys on the next one.